Hello, my name is Adam Heat with the Navari Family Center for Digital Scholarship at the University of Notre Dame, and you're here with me today to learn how to use SketchUp. It's a fantastic tool for 3D modeling, and we are going to model out this building as our test exercise. We have tons of stuff that we can do in here. We have columns, we've got windows, we've got pediments, all sorts of cool stuff. I'm going to go ahead and work this step by step. We're hopefully going to have some breaks in between. If we don't have a break where you want a break, go ahead and pause the video. If I don't repeat something often enough for you, go ahead and rewind the video, watch it a couple of times. But hopefully we'll be able to break this into manageable chunks so that you feel comfortable learning along and that I give you something that's worth listening to. So when we want to model, space is at a premium on our screen. I only have a certain amount of pixels. I only have a certain amount of screen resolution. So I'm going to set up my SketchUp field in a way that works for me. We'll get into how I put these in just here in a second. Now, as you load SketchUp, yours might look different from mine. SketchUp has a whole bunch of different little tools that we can utilize, and it has yours might have a little tool palettes over here on the right-hand side. Just like any modeling program, any Illustrator program, there's tons of different tools that people use. Some are useful to you at certain times, some you'll never touch. So if I go into View, Toolbars, each one of these toolbars is a different clustering of tools based on what you might want to be doing. And you can see if I end up having them all turned on, if I could even fit all of them. We have tons of different options. We have dynamic components, we have advanced camera tools, we have geolocation, and we're also going to see a lot of duplicates. So I have my selector arrow here, I have it here, I have it here. A lot of this stuff is going to be distracting for us to just learn how the tools function. So we're going to turn off everything that we've got here in our toolbars, except for the large tool set. We'll see that right there. So let's turn off everything. Head on through. Oh, some advanced camera tools going on. So plenty of screen real estate. We're going to turn on the large tool set, and that's what we'll be working through. All of these, well, actually we won't even use all of them. For almost all of your modeling functions, we'll be able to pull them off with everything that you see here. Now, over on the right hand side, I mentioned you might also have an additional tool palette. That is called the default tray. Now, if I show the tray, we have a lot of different things that we can do. We have components, we have materials, we have scenes, we have matched photo, we have entity info. All of these things do lots of useful things, but we don't need them all the time. So for the bulk of what I'm doing, I'm going to have my default tray turned off, and we'll turn it on when we need it, but there's no use using up the real estate. Now, I am in North America. I was raised with the standardized feet, inches, mile, etc. Wherever you're watching this video, you might be using different types of units. We're not going to be really modeling for, measuring this out in feet or millimeters or hectares or whatever we need to do. But for you to know, if we go to Window, Model Info, you can customize your unit to whatever you are comfortable with. So if I want to make sure I model in feet, I can deliberately say so. If I want to model in millimeters, I can say so. By and large, this isn't going to matter in the way that I'm going to approach getting used to using the tools. So I have my large tool set up. I know what unit I'm using in my model info. Right now I'm modeling in inches. Once again, I'm not really going to be paying attention too much to the size. I don't have my default tray over on the right hand side. I've got plenty of room to work, plenty of room to be comfortable, so we're going to go ahead and get started.